Man, I'm doing my best to put my people up on game, keep them from being suckers. But this, this right here, what I'm exposing, is easily can be researched. You know, all you got to do is look up what I'm saying. Uh, for all these years, we have been conned into thinking that uh, we are being paid money for our labor, and that we don't think that we're being run by the Federal Reserve. You don't think that's the new government, the Federal Reserve, and they got branches all over the planet, and all over the planet where they got branches at, the people uh, are poor and they owe the Federal Reserve. And the Constitution, right here at the in the United States. In other words, the United States is not really a sovereign state. It's not a sovereign government. It's not sovereign. It's a corporation. Let me read something else to you. Hearing before the subcommittee of the Committee on Foreign Relations, February 17th, 1950, page 494. Exhibit H4, Constitution for the UN Industrial Development Organ, Doc number 97-19. Summary of emergency RIO. Current law permanently codified at 12 U.S.C. 95A and 95B. October 6, 1917, Woodrow Wilson submits to Congress and passes the Trading with the Enemy Act. The act to define, regulate, and punish trading with the enemy. And for other purposes, Congress, with this act, defined who was considered to be the enemy. And this gave the government total authority over these individuals to do with as saw fit. This act, at Section 2, Subdivision C, in the middle, and again at the bottom of the page, other than citizens of the United States, Section 5B, other than credits to be executed wholly within the United States. Note, FDR served on Wilson's staff. March 3, 1933. President Hubert Hoover receives proposed executive orders from the Federal Reserve Board, whereas the nation's banking institutions are being subject to heavy withdrawal of currency for hoarding, and whereas these conditions have created a national emergency, whereas it is provided in Section 5B of the Act of October 6, 1917, as amended, that the President may investigate, regulate, or otherwise any transactions in foreign exchange and an expert hoarding, melting, or earmarking of gold, silver, coin, or bullion or currency. March 4th, 1933, Franklin Delano Roosevelt's inaugural address asked for war powers. I am prepared under my constitutional duty to recommend the measure that a stricken nation in the midst of a stricken world may require. I shall ask the Congress for the one remaining instrument to meet the crisis, broad executive powers to wage a war against the emergency, as great as the power that would be given to me if we were in fact invaded by a foreign foe. March 6, 1933, FDR issues Proclamation 2039, whereas it is provided in the Section 5B of the Act of the October 6, 1917, as amended, that the President may investigate, regulate, and prohibit under such rules and regulations as he may prescribe, by means of license or otherwise any transaction or foreign exchange, and export by means of license or otherwise any transaction in foreign exchange or export, hoarding, melting, or earmarking of gold, silver, coin, or bullion or currency. Now, therefore, I, Franklin Delano Roosevelt, do hereby proclaim, order, direct, and declare that from Monday, the 6th day of March, to Thursday, the 9th day of March, 1933 of bank holiday, the 9th day of March, 1933, a bank holiday, and that during said period, all banking transactions will be suspended. Black's Law, you can see this in Black's Law Dictionary, a banking holiday, edition 4. Look up, if you got a Black's Law Dictionary, look up, see banking holiday. Look up banking holiday, Black's Law Dictionary, 4th edition. March 9th, 1933, the President receives pre-approval. War powers and ownership of gold is made illegal. March 9th, 1933, the President received pre-approval. War powers and ownership of gold is made illegal. 73rd Congress, Session 1, CH1, the Actions, Regulations, Rules, License Order proclaiming therefore hereof and hereafter taken pro, promulga, pro, promulgated, made, or issued by the President of the United States or Secretary of Treasury since March 4, 1933, pursuant to the authority conferred by Subdivision B of Section 5 of the Act of October 6, 1917, as amended, are hereby approved and confirmed. 48 Stat 1, Section 3, Section 11 of the Federal Reserve Act is amended by adding at the end thereof following subsection N, whenever in the judgment of the Secretary of the Treasury such action is necessary to protect currency system of the United States, the Secretary of the Treasury, in his discretion, may require any or all individuals, partnerships, associations, and corporations to pay and deliver to the Treasury of the United States any or all gold coins, gold bullions, gold certificates owned by such individuals, partnerships, associations, or corporations. So all the money, all the gold and silver, the real money that the Congress supposed to use as money has been stolen, and really it's in the possession or under the jurisdiction of the Federal Reserve. The Federal Reserve is sitting on top of all that. Plus, they're sitting on top of the people of the United States. So everything you do, really, because you are ignorant of what's going on around you, you're doing volunteering. Because ain't no more Constitution. We're gonna keep on with this, I'm gonna keep on going over, and then on the current events, we're gonna show you how this ties in to the government trying to cover up the fact that there ain't no Constitution. But they're they painting themselves in the corner, digging themselves deep in a hole. Because some people are waking up like myself. If I could get up on this, y'all can too. If it interests you. See, some things don't interest people. They don't really care either way. But this gives for the black man and black woman, this is a loophole for us to. Now I know we not probably gonna ever get reparations. I know this. But we gonna use this as a stick to beat them over the head with. Cause I'm trying to tell y'all that we don't even need to pay taxes no more. Now if the black man and black woman can stop paying taxes and stop paying bills, we got to get some deep lawyers, man. Our lawyers, man, they not up on this kind of stuff, man. Or if they are up on it, they not trying to get together and form a team or army of lawyers and take it to them. This is Black Light. Stay with me.